going to learn about 3 different ways to spell the sound of er. UR has the sound of er. Now that is not the case if you have another vowel in front of the U. So if you have a vowel, then a U, then an R, it does not have to say er. So we are only talking about words where U is by itself before the R. Like in the word fur, earn, blur, earn, burn, herb, curb, curl, hurt, earn, turn, surf, burst. This G is followed by an E and is going to have its soft sound of J. Urge, curve. This E does not change the sound of the U because the U is 3 letters away instead of 2. The only purpose of the E here is to keep V from being the last letter of the word because English words don't end in the letter V. In these words, we have a longer word with a letter Y at the end. Y at the end of a longer word usually has a long E sound. So we have curry, furry, hurry, blurry, jury, turret, current. In these 3 words, we have a silent E, 2 letters after the U. So the E is going to change the U to its long sound. So this word is going to be cure, pure, and lure. IR also has the sound of er. Just like UR, this is the case when it's the I before the R without another vowel. So this word is fur. This spelling refers to a type of tree, not the hair of an animal. Sir, bird. Here's a name with a capital letter. Dirk. SH says sh, shirt. Firm, girl. Another name, kirk. Stir. TH in this word will use its unvoiced sound of th. Birth, dirt. This Y is going to have the long E sound, dirty. In these 2 words, we have IR, but the letter after the R is another vowel, which means the IR does not have to have the sound of er. In these 3 words, we have a silent E at the end, which is going to make the I have its long sound, like in tire, wire, and hire. Before we move on, hit subscribe so you can find my future videos more easily. ER also has the sound of er and is the most common spelling of this sound, like in her, fern, ever, nerd, verb, after. Here's a name, amber, boxer, elder, enter, fixer, giver, inner, jerk. This Y will have the long E sound, jerky, offer, otter. An otter is an animal. This CH will use its most common sound of ch, perch. A perch is a type of fish. ER can be used as a suffix at the end of a word to show comparison. You can have one big thing, but if you have 2 and one of them is more big than the other, you say it is bigger. So we start with the root big, we add the suffix er. Note that when we spell it, we have 2 G's here. The double G means that the G will keep its hard sound of G and not switch to its soft sound of J. Here we have thin with the unvoiced sound of th, and thinner. Notice that we double the N before we add the suffix. Red, redder. Notice we double the D. In all 3 of these words, we double the last consonant before adding the because we have a short vowel sound. I, and eh. Here we have black, blacker. Here we do not double anything because we have two letters that separate the A from the E. So we can keep the short A sound without worrying that the E will act like a long E. Here we have wide, where the E makes the I have its long sound, and wider. Notice that in this word, the I keeps its long I sound that it had in the root of wide. We can also use the suffix -er to refer to one who does whatever the root is. Here we have bake, where the E makes the A have its long sound. So one who bakes is a baker. The A keeps its long sound from the root. Here we have dive, hate, joke, and make. In all of these words, the E makes the vowel two letters before it have its long sound. So one who dives is a diver. Notice that diver keeps the long I sound. One who hates is a hater. One who jokes is a joker. And someone who makes is a maker. In all of these words, these vowels keep their long sound because they have the long sound in the root. Notice that when we add the suffix ER, we drop one of the E's. We do not have ER, just one ER. When you have E before two R's, try the long A sound, like in cherry, with CH having its most common sound of ch, and these Y's will all have the long E sound. So cherry, berry, SH says sh, so this is the name Sherry. Ferry, a ferry is a type of boat. Merry, this merry means happy. Errand, ferret, a ferret is an animal. Terror, this OR in this word is going to sound more like terror. Terrible. The E in this word is only here to make sure that every syllable has a vowel. It doesn't change the pronunciation of anything. And the word very, where the Y has the long E sound. When people are speaking in American English, it's pretty common for the ER sound in some words to be lost. If you read this word carefully, it would be every, but most of the time it sounds more like every. Listen carefully, every, with 3 syllables, every. Most of the time it's spoken as every, with 2 syllables, every. This word, if spoken carefully, would be interest. Interest with 3 syllables. Most of the time when it's spoken as 2 syllables, interest, where the ER sound is completely lost. Here are some of my other videos. I have the Syllable Division Bootcamp, where it has 8 rules to get better at reading very long words. My basic English reading videos are good for people learning English. My reading boot camps are a series of 10-day programs for boosting reading. I also have boot camps for improving your vocabulary, spelling, and mental math.